Well, today, House Speaker Mike Johnson will put his stopgap measure up for a vote in an effort to avoid a government shutdown this Friday. The bill will be put on the House floor under a procedure that allows it to bypass the House Rules Committee, as Republicans in that group signal that they would not advance the bill. Nikole Killion is joining us now with more from Washington. All right, Nikole. So, back to, it's like everything old is new again, right? We've got a deadline looming on Friday. This continuing resolution will be put up on the House floor under a procedure known as suspension of rules. I don't know if that's a really good start. This approach was taken by former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, and it cost him his speakership. Can you explain how this works and what Johnson's plan is here?
Yeah, well, it's more than the procedure itself that hurt McCarthy, just to be clear. But obviously, with respect to this procedure, it's just basically a way to fast track legislation. Although it does require a higher threshold of votes, it requires a 2/3 majority. So from that standpoint, it is possible that the speaker may need Democrats to assist in passing this. And that is because, some Republicans, that is, have expressed opposition, including some members of the Rule Committee who feel that this bill doesn't do enough to rein in spending. It just kind of maintains the status quo. And again, that's kind of what we saw play out the last time that the House tried to pass one of these continuing resolutions. So it is a bit of a risky gamble on Speaker Johnson's part, but potentially necessary in order to try to pass this stopgap bill.
But it almost seems like he is setting himself up for the same problem that Speaker McCarthy had, which is that he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room. He's already defying some Republicans in the House by avoiding the committee. So is he going to have to depend on Democrats to pass this thing?
Well, again, that seems very likely because of that higher vote threshold to clear legislation under suspension of the rules. Again, requires a 2/3 majority. And, Democrats have been kind of waffling on whether or not this is something that they would support. Just last week, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was very clear that any kind of laddered approach, and by laddered, kind of referencing this kind of two-step approach that Johnson is taking, was a non-starter. However, this doesn't have any controversial provisions in it. It doesn't include any cuts. So that is something that Democrats do like about this potential bill. They're just not necessarily a big fan of kind of splitting it up into two parts. So there are some Democrats who have indicated they probably will not support this bill, but others who are still kind of thinking through it. So it is certainly possible that Democrats could join Republicans in trying to pass this package.
Right. And as you know, President Biden had hoped to pass a funding bill that would include funding for Israel, funding for Ukraine. He commented on the possible shutdown yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
With regard to a potential shutdown, I understand that the new Speaker of the House has a proposal. It's being negotiated with the Minority Leader of the House and Senator Schumer and the Republican leader are also talking about it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I'm not going to make a judgment what I'd veto, what I'd sign. But let's wait and see what they come up with.
All right, so before now, the White House had called this proposal a recipe for chaos and unserious. He sounds like he's at least softening a little on his opinion.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously, the president telling reporters there that he's going to reserve judgment for now to see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, time is of essence. We've pointed out that, this government funding deadline hits Friday. So this really isn't the time necessarily to pick your battles, even if you, have to hold your nose in doing it. So I think both the president and even Senate Democrats are kind of giving House Republicans a little bit of a window. Let's see what they do. But if it doesn't work out, we know the Senate is kind of working on their own temporary stopgap measure, so that's possible that could be the plan B if things don't work out in the House.
All right, Nikole, thank you.
You bet.